I have never seen a Harry Potter movie. I've seen parts of them.
I didn't actually get into Harry Potter until a few years ago when my daughter was born, but that's basically because I want to check them out. Because when I was young, we had an illustrated version of The Hobbit.
I remember that.
If you actually ever saw the old animated Hobbit movie,
Yeah, I
it's based
remember
off of
that.
It's based off that. It's like all the artwork from that and like unused production stills or character design
Oh, that's
concept.
kind of cool.
And that book, I love that book, so I wanted to find something like that for my daughter, and that's why I started checking on Harry Potter. Be like, oh, maybe this would be something like that for her. That got me into reading years ago, so maybe get this. So that's why I started checking out Harry Potter not that long ago. But,
Yeah, I've heard from a lot of people, a lot of adults, not children, all adults, that the Harry Potter movies, the books, all of that are actually really good. Like they're actually great novels, great movies.
It took her a long time to get someone to actually publish it, just because no one was reading it. And so there's a long time for someone actually goes, no, instead of just rejecting it and look at it, oh, it's actually good. Like, what the fuck? And it revolutionized that young adult.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you can make a direct line from the Harry Potter books to those fucking 50 Shades of Grey movies we have now. And that's one downside of it. Because basically Harry Potter came out, and people were like all of a sudden like, oh, all these publishers were like, oh, what other authors are writing young adult books? And we got some good ones out there. Hunger Games. Like,
Hunger Games was good, yeah. I enjoyed the Hunger. I actually really enjoyed the Hunger Games. Just on a side note, we're going to call this the extra movie.
okay.
On a side note, everybody watch the Hunger Games. When I say watch, read it, watch it, don't matter. Read it, watch it, but pay attention to it. Because we're going to be there soon. Throwing that out there, so.
May consider it a little training.
Yeah.
But among all the books that came out, when this flood of young adult novels came out, was the Twilight books, which I've never read. A lot of people rag on it, and like, oh, it's not gay. Like Bill and I.
No, I have actually sat down. My wife has watched it before. I have sat down and tried.
Like Bill and I could sit here and start making out right now, and still someone would come with a comment, not as gay as Twilight,
Yeah. It's not even a matter of being gay. It's they took the concepts of vampires and werewolves and just wrecked them. Vampires cannot go out in the daylight, nor do they sparkle when they go out in daylight. And werewolves turn into werewolves, not just giant wolves. Like, who wrote this? What overly medicated moron?
Well, someone was enough a fan of those books that they started writing Twilight fan fiction.
I hate my life. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
And in fan fiction, it sounds like you just take characters and make your own story, but really you just take characters and make them mash their genitals together whatever way they can.
Which, considering some of the characters in that, could be real interesting.
Well, this one author was doing this and had such a fan following, someone eventually told her, if you kept that in there, like, change the characters, don't make them like vampires and werewolves, but add all that and all this weird BDSM stuff, you can write your own book. And they did that, and that's the 50 Shades of Grey books. Is it actually a fan? The author of those was a fan of Twilight, was writing her own fan fiction, converted it into her own books, and that's why we're stuck with those fucking movies. So
basically, we have books based around how to beat a woman. I mean, let's not come up with any other version of that.
By the way, they fucking made that movie years ago. It's called The Secretary or something with Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah. What is Reedus' last name?
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. Thank you. Or I meant his first name. Norman Reedus. He's an incredible actor. I stand behind him, and I can never remember what's the name of the guy that played his brother Merle.
Oh.
Don't you dare forget now.
I can tell you what other movies he's been.
I know he's been in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
He was the dad in Mallrats.
I know what he's played in. Never mind. Anyways,
man, I wish
it's
there was
irrelevant.
some sort of electronic device in our pocket so we can look this up on. Go ahead, I'll get to it.
Yeah, you get to it. Anyways, there's a whole kind of running thing through this TV show in the beginning of Merle, who is this character we're looking up now, and Norman Reedus' character Daryl. They're brothers. They're kind of abusive to each other. Well, Merle's abusive to Daryl, but their brothers are family, and they're with this group and this and that. And last night we actually got the episode where Merle tries to go rogue, kill the governor himself, so that they don't have to get their hands dirty, so he can be the bad guy.
Well, Merle is a shading of dog coat. So if you just search Merle, this is what you get. So I'm going to have to go back and try that.
How about
again.
Walking Dead Merle?
Okay.
Or Walking Dead actor is even worse. Dumbass. But he basically, the governor, this other character, the governor shirts Merle. Merle, of course, turns into a zombie.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker. Okay.
Actually, I know that name on the Reddit.
He's a good actor. Mm-hmm. Everything he's played in, he's good.
He can be very menacing. Definitely.
Very, very menacing. He really, when as he plays Merle, he's scary. Like, he comes off as this very kind of scary person. Like,
all I'm thinking about is that scene in Mallrats. Yeah.
I know where his hand was. It was in his ass.
Smite thine enemy.
And he's digging in there too. I'm pretty sure there was when he's getting the full finger through. I'm just like,